Find the perfect name right now on
good evening, everybody. How y'all doing? Good evening. Hopefully y'all doing okay out there in YouTube land. We go get into it. We're gonna go ahead and get into it. If I can stop this music in my ears. Hopefully y'all doing good this evening, man. Hopefully the price ain't busting nobody in the head. You feel me? Hopefully that price ain't bust nobody in the head today. How y'all doing, man? Y'all talk to your boy. How everybody doing out here in these cold trading streets, man? How y'all doing out here in these cold trading streets? Um, now that I got myself halfway together, now that I got myself halfway together, let's go ahead and get myself all the way together. Uh, doing well. Sorry about the delay. I was sitting here, somebody knocked on my door, and I asked my son, I'm like, man, you expecting company? And he was like, no. And then I opened up the door, and it was my neighbor. It was my neighbor, and she bought my son a card, I guess a congratulations card for graduation, cause we got the sign out in the front yard, and so she bought him a card for his graduation. I was like, man, that was cool. I appreciate that. I appreciate you for doing that. Now, let's go ahead and get to it, man. Uh, before I get started, let me share. I'm going to share the Zoom link in the chat of YouTube. I'm going to share the Zoom link in the chat of YouTube in case anybody wants to pull up. In case anybody wants to pull up, ask a question, share a thought. I'm going to pin the comment, pin it at the top of the chat. The Zoom link is pinned to the top of the chat. So if you want to share a comment or ask a question, feel free to click on the Zoom link, pull up in the Zoom, and hang out with your boy. I'm feeling kind of lonely in the Zoom right now. Ain't nobody. Where the gang at? Gang, where y'all at? Ain't nobody in the Zoom tonight. Why ain't nobody in the Zoom? Anyway, y'all go ahead and drop something in the chat so I can see who here, so I can shout y'all out. But before we get to that, good evening. How are you? If this is your first time tuning in to Tim's Tidbits, please allow me to say welcome. If it's not your first time tuning in to Tim's Tidbits, I still want to say welcome, but give you a nice hearty. Well, thank you for always tuning in to Tim's Tidbits. If you don't know who I am, my name is Timothy Lee Rogers Sr., aka Aranya Grande, and that just means big spot if you don't hablo español. You are now in tune to another episode of the Intraday Price Action Recap. You feel me? How y'all doing this evening, man? How y'all doing? I see it say something about, I was supposed to be doing this. It say some folk here. I see here to learn and share. What's up here to learn and share? It say some folk here, but there ain't nobody putting that in the chat. I don't know. Everybody quiet today. My feelings I'm starting to feel a little hurt. My feelings feeling a little hurt. My feelings are feeling a little hurt. This together. Yeah, hold on. I'll be right there. 3, 2, 1. All right. Okay. Let's go ahead and get to it, man. Y'all gonna leave me out here by myself. I guess I'll go ahead and get to it. My poor little feelings all hurt. Don't nobody want to hang out with me in the Zoom? We got Hit Learning Shell and Honey. That's it. That's all we got. Let's look at price action. Action. Murderer. May help if I share my screen, huh? I was about to get the talking, and I'm not even sure. See what happened when my feelings get hurt, man. I be all disheveled. I don't know what's going on, man. Okay, so gonna look at price action. Let's go out here. We gonna put on all our new day opening gaps and new week opening gap from this week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Let me turn on my thing just in case Jim pull up and he be like, Tim, I can't see your cursor. There's the cursor. Right there. So we got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Those are all the new day and the new week opening gaps. We stretch price out. This is this week's price action. Murderer. Right. Looking at price action. Right, for the week. This is the week's price. That purple line right there, that is the new week opening gap. It's a bearish new week opening gap, meaning we opened down. So the low of this purple box is the weekly open. Right? That's the weekly open. The low of this box is the weekly open. Over here, where it says 20,204.50, that's the week's close, right? This is the beginning of the trading week at 19,524.5. This is the close at 20,204.5. My question for you is, was this week a power of 3 week at 680 points from the open to the close? 680 points from the open to the close. Was this week a power of 3 week? 680 points from the open to the close, and from peak to trough, 1,173 points, right? So from peak to trough, we had a 6.14% week, but based off of how we closed last week, we had a 3.32% week, right? So overall, so the entire movement from peak to trough, price moved greater than 6% from the lowest low to the highest high. I'm still waiting on it. Ain't nobody gonna answer.
I'm gonna say yes.
Okay, we got a yes. We got a yes. Anybody else? Was this week a power of 3 week? Anyone else? I think it was. We got a yes and we got a I think it was. Say it with your chest, honey. I be getting confused. All right. Say it with your chest, honey. Jim. Oh, Jim must have went to his computer or something. Jim in there twice. It was. So we got a yes, we got a it was. Anybody else? I see more numbers than I see responses. Ouch. Oh. Oh, ouch. Ouch. Y'all know what it is? My feelings getting hurt. You missed it. I stepped away. Was this week a power of 3 week? That's the question that's on the table. I thought I saw Lump in here earlier. Where Lump went? Was this week a power? Let me see if anybody on Instagram. Instagram, was this week a power of 3 week? This is the open here. This is the close over here. Right? Was it a power of 3 week? YouTube and Zoom ain't giving me no love. Sup, Kareem?
Yes, a power of 3 week.
We got three yes. Cursor was, I wasn't moving the cursor, I was moving with my finger. Because I was telling Instagram. I was moving with my hand. I was showing Instagram with my hand. All right. I'm feeling very neglected right now, but I'm going to say shout out to everybody that said yes. And because it was a power of 3 week. I did kind of like a slow horn because my feelings still hurt right now. Ain't nobody cooperating with me. I ain't gonna say ain't nobody. All right. So going back, somebody said they missed where we opened. This where we opened. This where we closed. Right. If you know about how I update my charts, you know that purple rectangle right there. That's your new week opening gap. Right. So if this is your new week opening gap, either the top of this gap or the bottom of this gap is going to be your weekly open. Since we open, if you can't see over there where it says a bearish new week opening gap, you just know either the top or the bottom is going to be your open, right? Somebody said yes, open, low, high, close, right? I'm glad you said that. Let's talk about it. We said yes because of open, low, high, close, right? Open, low, high, close is just the type of bar that's made, right? Got to open, low, high, and close, right? The open is always on the left of the bar. The close is always on the right of the bar, right? And you say open, low, high, close, right? To denote a bullish bar. And you say open, high, low, close to denote a bearish bar, right? This right here is just letting you know what type of bar is being formed. When you translate bars to candles, right? This right here, you're saying this is a up close bar or a up close candle, and this is a down close bar or a down close candle. This right here will be a open, high, low, and close, right? Because you read in the bar like this, right? So you're just denoting by this a up close bar or candle or a down close bar or candle. Now, the power of 3 comes in when you have accumulation, manipulation, and distribution, right? You can have an open, low, high, close candle or bar without the element of accumulation, manipulation, and distribution for that time period. right? But in this case, we are correct. This is a power of 3 week because we have the element of accumulation, manipulation, and then distribution, right? That's what makes it a power of 3 week, not just because it is a open, low, high, close candle. It's because of the fact that we have accumulation, manipulation, and distribution. All right. Shout out everybody that said yes. We have a power. We had a power of 3 week. All right. Shout out everybody who said yes. Remember, stacks on stacks on stacks on stacks, blocks on blocks on blocks on blocks. Right. We don't want to forget all. I done knocked Dirty down. I knocked the my brother Rice Krispie treat down. I knocked him down. For those who don't know, my brother passed away last spring in April 2024. And his daughter had got like memorabilia made, right? With water, Rice Krispie treats, fans. I got a fan, I got a water, got a Rice Krispie treat. I keep the water and the Rice Krispie treat up here next to my candle on the shelf. I keep it there. I keep it there, right? So let's get back into it, man. Here we are. We're looking at week. Since we're looking at the whole week, let's go up. We haven't had an opportunity to look at the fact publicly. We haven't had the opportunity to look at the fact that we've started a new month. When last time we tried to do this, I think y'all hurt my feelings, and I ended the stream. Y'all hurt my feelings, and I ended the stream. So on a monthly basis, right? Remember, we came down into our monthly discount PD arrays, right? This was our anticipatory reactionary point, right? Came down here, dropped down, nice reaction off of it. Boom, right? On the monthly time frame, we said that price was in a buy program, right? After coming up, we came up above, made all-time new highs, created a high here, right? Traded above that high in December, right? Once we traded above the high in December, we rejected off of it. And then January, we came and took out the sell side, right? Showing that we would want to. Let me spread it out a little bit. Just in case anybody is watching on Instagram, they'll be able to see the candles. If you're on Instagram and you want to see it better, you're welcome to go over to YouTube. And I also got a link that you can join in on the Zoom chat if you want to pull up and talk. Right. So January, we came down, took out the monthly low, showing that price would like to retrace possibly. Then once we got that, right, if you want to go down, what do you want to see? You want to see buy side be engaged. So we came up, boom, took out the January high, but did not take out that December high, right? So we took buy side, but we didn't make a new high and rejected off of it. Then in March, boom, we dropped down, right? We dropped down in March. And then in April, right? April, we moved into a discount. We moved into a discount of the overall range, right? Our range was from here to there, right? That was our overall range. I'm marking it right. Make sure I'm marking it right. Range equilibrium. Yes, I marked it right. That's our overall range there. That's our dealing range that we're in. We dropped down into a discount. And there's our discount PD array there, our bullish order block, right? Our bullish fair value gap, right? We came down into the bullish order block, came down into the bullish fair value gap, right? Even came into a reclaimed fair value gap right here, right? We came into, it was a reclaimed fair value gap right there too, right? I didn't point that one out. I just noticed that while I was looking at price. And then we got a nice reaction off of that, right? Then at the close of April, we created a SIBI, right? Now, looking at the weekly chart, dropping down into the weekly chart, like we said, we had already come down into a discount of on the monthly, and the monthly chart was showing that the buy program was still intact. Why? Because when we came to the discount, we respect the discount PD rate and wicked back up, right? Closing inside this down close candle, closing above that down close candle, right? Respecting that bullish PD array, respecting that bullish PD array. Okay, so showing that the buy program is still intact. Okay, we took sell side, hot potato up off it. All right. Weekly chart. All right. As we drop down into that discount on the weekly, once we touched it, we came back up, got a nice closure, right? This right here, we said we're watching to see if this is immediate rebalance, we should take off. If it's not an immediate rebalance, we could either consolidate or go back up, right? So this candle here start to push, right? Looking like it may be an immediate rebalance. But then this week here on April 20, the week of April 21st, we dropped down, took out sell side, pushed up, took out buy side immediately. So on a lower time frame, right? On a lower time frame, what would this monthly candle right here, this monthly candle right here, what would this monthly candle be on the lower time frame? We took out sell side and then took out buy side, right? What would this monthly candle be on a lower time frame? That's a question. That's a question. I said monthly, but weekly. This weekly candle right here of 421, what would that be on a lower time frame? This entire week, what signature would that be? Took out the sell side and took out the buy side. The mic on? Hello, is the mic on? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Yeah, I hear myself. No, not power of three. Not power of three, Rob. Good try though. Good try though. Not power of three. This week
Since
here.
it's a bullish candle, it went low to take that sell side liquidity and then close back above that candle, indicating that we were going into a buy program.
Okay, but what on a lower time frame, what would this entire week be? We came down, took out the sell side, went up, took out the buy side. What would this week be? Right there. What signature is this week?
Oh, is that wig snatcher, Judas?
It's not the wig snatcher. What's the second half you said?
Judas?
Judas swing. Yeah, so Judas swing. We took out sales. We opened, took out sell side, and then reversed and took out buy side. Right? That's a Judas swing, right? This one candle right here is showing you that on a lower time frame, that's a Judas swing. This whole week right here. Why is that? Because we came down, set a low, right? We pushed up, right? Once we came down, set a low there. This candle here traded back up into this one. We was watching to see if that was going to be an immediate rebalance to continue down. We got an inside week where we traded inside the range of this weekly candle. And then this next week here, we opened, took out the sell side, and then took out the buy side, right? Right there. That's, if you're watching price print, right, that's giving you a Judas swing. Let's chop off this week right here. Chop that week off. We're going to go in, highlight this week here, right? This kind of stuff you want to train your eye to be able to see with just, it's like you want to remember what's going on the higher time frame. You want to be able to see what's going on the lower time frame while you're watching the higher time frame, right? And now this is a weekly candle. 1, 2, let's go down to 15 minutes, right? Because 2 time weekly, that'll be your narrative. 2 time frames down be 4 hour, that'll be your structure. 2 time frames down, that'll be 15 minutes, that's your entry. All right, so we go down to our entry time frame, right? And if we look right here at the beginning of the week, we open up, right? We open up, we move down, then we go back up, right? And if we, let me go back here to the weekly charts real quick, and let's put in our high and low of the week. This is the weekly high. This here is the weekly low, right? That's our sell side. That's our buy side. I'm sorry, y'all. If you, I be looking off to the side. I'm so used to the mic being like right in front of me all the time, and so now in my new setup, the mic is like off to the side. So I'll be looking off to the side, and I start talking low. And then so let me go here to the 15-minute time frame. Go here to the 15-minute time frame. All right. And as you see, this right here was the sell side liquidity. This right here was the buy side liquidity. This shaded area is the start of the week. Okay. So we started the week off. We went down, took out sell side. Then we immediately reversed, took out buy side. So for the entire, looking at it for the entire week, this was a Judas swing, right? That was a Judas swing right there at a time when we're watching price to see if price is going to go up, right? We got a Judas swing on the weekly. Now, who remember, right? Back, just thinking about where this Judas swing is right here, right? This is a Judas swing. Who remember what we said this was? Right? What's up, Wiz No Fear? What did we say we was looking, what this right here appeared to be what?
Is that the
I
smart
think we
money?
said smart money reversal, didn't we?
Yeah, smart money reversal, right? We said that this was our smart money reversal. Since that we was looking at this to be a smart money reversal, when price came up here, traded back down, so we need this to act as our low risk buy to confirm that this is the smart money reversal, right? When we got this move here back above this high, that confirmed that this right here was our low risk buy, which confirmed that this right here was our smart money reversal. And so now at this point, we have full confidence that we are in a market maker buy program, right? Because we were coming down, we were in a sell program. This appeared to be the smart money reversal with this move here, right? This move here confirmed that this was the smart money reversal and this was the low risk buy. And then we said this right here, we had moved into our first stage of accumulation. I like to say on the right, right? To let me know that we're on the right side of the model, right? Was moving into our first stage of accumulation. At this point right here, we were looking to see if we get one of 2 price engine models, right? We was looking to see if we was getting one of 2 price engine models. Which price engine model did we say we got right here? in this area there, what do we say our price engine model was over here at this first stage of accumulation? What do we say the price engine model was right there? Honey, where you at? Tish, if you don't get in the Discord, I mean in the Zoom so you can talk, what price engine model did we say we got here after this area of we said this was our area of accumulation, right? We said this was our smart money reversal. This was our low risk buy. Price had moved into the area of accumulation, and we got offset accumulation. What did we say offset accumulation was a visual representation of? We just talked about it in the
again, it's another Judas.
Judas swing.
We took we go down, we take that sell side and immediately reverse to go take that buy side.
Judas swing. It's offset accumulation, Sonia. Accumulation is going up, distribution is going down when we're talking about the movement of price. The movement of price, right? Judas swing. And what did we just say this week was? When we was looking at the weekly candle, we said this weekly candle on a lower time frame was a Judas swing, right? And then when we go through and look at price, and we see that we got the price engine model of offset accumulation. And remember when I said offset accumulation is a Judas swing, right? It can offset accumulation is a bullish Judas swing. Offset distribution is a bearish Judas swing, right? But it's a Judas swing, right? Offset accumulation, offset distribution, Judas swing. You see how it all ties together? See how it's tied. So I know somebody just got an aha moment just then. So somebody was like, oh, who remember that? Who remember? Oh, who remember that? Somebody just got an aha moment. Somebody was like, whoa, golly gee willikers beef. This stuff really works. All right, let's go back to our weekly chart that we was looking at, right? Sorry, got sidetracked on that. You know what I'm saying? We anytime we get a teachable moment, when we get us a teachable moment, we got to stop the presses. We got to stop the presses whenever we get us a teachable moment. All right. So weekly chart, we were in a sale program on the weekly chart, which was in line with the retracement on the higher time frame. We even got a break in market structure, which is in line with going back to the discount of the higher time frame, right? We anticipated all of that. And then here we have started to respect the discount PD array, showing that the weekly is shifting to a buy program, right? Well, it has shifted, right? The weekly has shifted to a buy program, okay? Right? We're wicking off of sell side, right? Touch sell side, we get up off it. Touch sell side, we get up off it, right? We're closing back above down close candles, right? Close above down close candles. And then this week here, we've traded above that price right there. So now that's our change in the state of delivery on the weekly time frame, because these two down close candles right here from the week of March 24th and March 31st, those two down close candles right there, that right there, those are the deepest down close candles there. So when we trade back above that opening price, that right there is your change in the state of delivery, and that right there is your bullish order block, right? bullish order block. That's how I changed the state of delivery. Now that this week is over, right, and the buy program is showing that you switch from a sell program to a buy program, we will be watching to see if this candle right here, the week of 428, we're watching to see if this move right here will act as what? Looking to see if this move right here will act as what?
An immediate rebalance.
An immediate rebalance. Very good. Very good. Right? You're looking to see if price is going to be so bullish that it refuses to create a buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency right here. Because when the week of 421 closed, it closed with the opportunity to make a BISI that big. But the week of 428 opened up and traded down and overlapped with the week of 414, eliminating the possibility of creating a buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency, right? And if that signature right there, that's a potential immediate rebalance. And that's a very strong signature. And what you want to see is on the next candle, this next weekly candle, you want to see price get up out of there, right? If not this weekly candle, at least the week after it, right? This right here will give you your bullish breaking market structure, right? So we've gotten our change in the state of delivery, right? We didn't have any fair value gaps to create an inversion. And this right here would be a bullish breaking market structure, trading above that high right there. Trading above that high. Okay. That's just something coming from my family. I saw something pop up from my mama. All right. Okay. So on the weekly, buy program is the weekly has switched back to a buy program. The monthly, the buy program was intact. The weekly has switched back to a buy program. All right. So the monthly and the weekly are on one accord. The daily is in a buy program. The daily is in a buy program. So your weekly, your monthly, your weekly, and your daily, they're all in buy programs right now. Right? Everybody's in a buy program from the higher time frames. Okay. We on the daily, right? Just like on the lower time frame, we was looking at this as the smart money reversal, right? We was looking at that as the potential low risk buy. Once we trade it back above here, that's confirming the low risk buy. Right now, we're looking to move into an area of accumulation. Over here's the first stage of accumulation. Right now, one could argue that we had that already, right? Which wouldn't be wrong, right? Why? Because we had a small little consolidation here. That would have been the last stage of distribution over here, where we got offset distribution, right? And so right directly across that, we hung out here, right? And this right here, where we got this offset accumulation, that right there, right? One can argue that that right there was our first stage of accumulation, because we did get a little small one there, traded back down to the range and went, right? Smart money reversal, low risk buy, first stage of accumulation, right? Right there. Personally, I like to see a little bit bigger area of accumulation, but you can't force anything on price. So technically, there's your first stage of accumulation already happened, right? We've already, right, reclaimed this area over there. All right. All right. Get it? Got it? Good. Okay. Yeah, that's on the daily time frame. Now, on the higher time frames, like the daily and the weekly, right there, that's the terminus or the end of the market maker model, right? The market maker buy model, right there, right? That's your initial consolidation, right? Area of distribution, smart money reversal, low risk buy, first stage accumulation, and then terminus right there, right? Terminus right there. On lower time frames, we just completed another market maker model there, right? That completed another market maker model. This right here completed one, right? We was looking at several different highs as we were completing smaller market maker models inside of the move. Okay, when we come here, right? So as we drop down, come on, as we drop, God dog it, click on the doggone brush, man. As we drop down here, right, come back up, we got there, right? We traded above that high right there. Solid, boom, moved up. Now, boom, we traded above there, right? Okay, so had opportunity to complete an ugly one there, opportunity to complete one there, and then misses the final one from the higher time frame. Okay, that's the final one from the higher time frame. Now, don't be surprised if price just don't run through that, right? If we trade up there and then make a deeper retracement back, then go up. Not saying that's going to happen. Not saying, but don't be surprised if it happens. If we get right up close to it and then make a deeper retracement back down and then blast off. Don't be surprised if that happens. Price likes to do that a lot. If it gets up there and pulls back, just let it pull back and look for signatures that's going to give you a reason to want to buy. Okay. If it decides to hit you with the pump fake. All right. So, again, looking at the week, this was non-farm payroll, right? As you see that Monday's trading, Tuesday's trading, and then Wednesday's trading, right? They started Monday, they started Tuesday, they started Wednesday, right there, right? Price was just kind of hanging out here all the way up until Wednesday at around 7 o'clock. There was a lot of movement going on. There was money to be made, but overall, we stayed within this range. From peak to trough of this range, it was 431 and a quarter points, right? So again, 431 points on the NQ. There's a lot of money to be made within this range if you know how to trade it. But looking at from the beginning of the week all the way up into Wednesday at around 7 o'clock or so, price just was in this range, right? Price was in this range. And we see that price, we came down, we consolidated here, took out buy side, dropped down, took out sell side, right? Traded in the range, took out buy side, right? Came, made relative equal highs, dropped down, took out internal sell side, right? Then we pushed up, took out buy side. Okay. Then we came down, right? Traded back to Wednesday's new day opening gap. Then we dropped down and took out the sell side, right? Took out all the sell side for the entire week and prior to. Okay. Once we took out the sell side, right, we blast back off that right there. So Wednesday night, and then, well, actually Wednesday, whole day Wednesday. So Wednesday, it gave us our bullish Judas swing, right? Wednesday gave us our bullish Judas swing on the week, right? Because we opened here, traded down below the sell side, and then we went up and we closed up here, right? So Wednesday gave us our bullish Judas swing on the week. All right. Opened up on Thursday, right? Kind of hung out here, and then we took out sell side, went up, took out buy side, hung out for a little bit, dropped down, took out sell side, right? Hung out there for a little bit, and then, and this is Friday, right? So we hung out down there for a little bit, opened up Friday's trading, pushed back up into the range, consolidated there for a very long time, all the way through until like 8:30 in the morning, right? And then pushed up, taking out the buy side, traded back down into the range, pushed up, made the high, and just kind of chilled out for the rest of the day. Over here distributing again, right? Offsetting positions, distributing, right? From our accumulation, manipulation, coming up here with our distribution, right? Came up here, distributed some positions, distributed position. Whenever you see that nice pullback, you know that the algorithm is offsetting some positions, getting out of positions. Right? Let's look at price over the entire week, right? And we, like we said, we see that Wednesday was the setup day. Wednesday was the Judas swing, right? So if you were only looking to trade in the direction of the bias, right? Wednesday, this was the day you were looking for trading opportunities to buy. Why is that? Because we have dropped into the manipulation phase. We've dropped below the opening price, dropped below the sell side. So now you're looking for opportunities to get long in a discount below the open, right? Personally, I even tried to buy some options on Wednesday, but I didn't get picked up on the price that I put in, right? I was trying to be a little bit greedy on my entry. I didn't get picked up on my price because we had dropped down below the open, below the sell side, and I was trying to get picked up on some options over here. I was being a little bit greedy on my price, so I didn't get picked up. No harm, no foul, right? There's a possible entry there, right? Below the opening price, right? We have another possible entry here below the opening price. Blast off there. And then over here on Friday here, nothing much there. And then over here, you got an opportunity here around 9:45 to participate in a little piece of it. But this right here was like the true meat and potatoes grab for the entire weekly range. This Wednesday New York session, this would have been a time you would have been trying to buy based off the entire weekly range. You're buying below the open, you're buying in the manipulation leg, right? And so that's where you would have been trying to buy based off of the entire weekly range. Intraday, you know, there were some good opportunities, and there was some opportunities that take a little bit of skill, but they were there. Looking at today, right? This is Friday's, begin Friday's trading here. Okay, we open up, we just inside this little consolidation right here. We see that price drop down, took out Thursday's low, right? Drop below Thursday's low right here on the 6 p.m. candle. When we first opened up, we dropped below Thursday's low. Then we can consolidated for a while. At 7:15, we pushed up, and then we retraced back down at 8 p.m. at the Asian Open. We dropped down, dropped below Thursday's low again, but we did not take out the low that we had just set at 6 o'clock, relative equal lows. right? Refuse to take that low and then displace the weight, right? Refuse to take that low and then displace the weight. Right here, we're looking at this right here as a breakaway gap, right? Got us a breakaway gap right there. We don't want to see it touched at all, or we want the lower half to stay open, right? We don't want to see it touched at all, or we want the lower half to stay open. Checking to see if no, there's no volume imbalance. Right. That's our breakaway gap right there. So now we got a breakaway gap. We got one BISI there. We got one BISI there. Okay. So we trade back down into the top BISI from 845. Okay. 845. And then we go up, taking out the buy side, indicating that price has a desire to go up. Right. At midnight, we take out the buy side, then we consolidate there. After we indicate that price wants to go up, we drop down, take out the sell side, right? Take out the sell side and trade into the fair value gap, right? That's above the breakaway gap, right? We trade into the fair value gap that's above the breakaway gap here. All right, trade right there into the fair value gap that's above the breakaway gap. Trade back up, right? Almost create an inversion fair value gap. We reprice all the way through it. Don't quite create an inversion fair value gap. Trade back down into the fair value gap once the buy side imbalance, sell side efficiency one more time, and trades down into consequent encroachment of that wick, the lowest wick that dug down into it the first time. Bodies of the candles respecting consequent encroachment of that wick. Trade back up into the rejection block here at 315, right? Then we drop down here at 430 up until 5, going into the end of the kill zone. We drop down, taking out the sell side, right? Taking out the sell. So here, remember we came here, pushed up, right? There, drop back down, because this was the point where we indicated that price wants to go up, right? We come down, take out sell side, right? Then we come here, take out sell side one more time. Then we push back up, create relative equal highs right there, right? So we got relative equal highs here. We got a single low there. Got internal liquidity right there, all right? So relative equal highs, single low, internal liquidity there, all right? Come here, drop down, trade above this high there, but we don't take out that high, so we still have relative equal highs. Drop down below the internal sell side into the propulsion block, right? Why I'm calling that a propulsion block, because it's inside a bullish order block here. We got a bullish order block there. Then we got another order block here. We trade down into the propulsion block there, and then we take off, right? Displace away. Okay. So now we have a huge BISI right here. Right there is when we leave out of this range right there. We trade back down into the BISI, but we don't make it back to the efficiently delivered area right there. Trade back down into this bullish breaker over here, right? We got a bullish breaker right there. Come down, boom, trade into the bullish breaker over there, right there on that touch, trading into the fair value gap. That right there is a unicorn setup, right? There's a unicorn setup here at 9:45. When I said there was an opportunity to participate, you know what I'm saying, at the last, for the last little piece of it right there, came to the unicorn setup, traded above the buy side again after that little poke above it there, hung out there for a little bit, pushed up a little bit higher, hung out some more, pushed up a little bit higher, and then sold off, consolidated for the rest of the day, right? It wasn't a vainglorious blast off, but it was, typical Friday price action, right? If Let me say this, I want to say this right here because I be on live streams and I just be seeing people in the chat. Don't be looking for a TGIF every Friday. Please stop looking for a TGIF every Friday. There is certain criteria that would warrant you to look for a TGIF. So just because it's Friday, don't be looking for a 20 to 30% retracement. There are other factors involved that makes you say, hey, we can get a possible TGIF. But every Friday, I be in chat, I be in on live streams, and everybody want to ask the person that's running live stream, hey, you think we're going to get a TGIF today? Stop looking for stuff everywhere. Read the signatures. Look at what price is telling you and trade what you see, man. That's all I got. It's 7:02. Anybody got anything for me? Hopefully y'all found this helpful, man. Did y'all find this helpful? Y'all know I like class participation. Y'all better start participating in class, man. I like class participation, keeps me going. I thrive off class participation. When I don't get class participation, I start getting bored and I don't want to do it. And I shut it down. I need my class participation, man. I'm needy. I'm an old retired man, and excuse me. I'm an old retired man, and I need the interaction from y'all. I be sitting around the house by myself all day. I done ran out of house projects to do. I done ran out of house projects to do, so I be needing the class participation, man. Y'all got to work with me. Give me my class participation. All right, man. I don't see nothing in the chat. Sonya, I'm glad it was very helpful. I don't see nothing in the chat. I don't hear nobody saying that. So we're going to go ahead and call it there, man. If you are one of the Asian assassins, if you're part of the Conquer the Asian session workshop, we will be doing the lecture on OTE tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The link is in the Discord. It's inside the Asian channel. They say Asian Zoom links, I think. What's the channel called? It is called Asian Zoom links. Yes. Yes, Asian Zoom links. I posted it yesterday at 7:50 p.m. It says, see everyone Saturday, 5/3/25 at 11 a.m. The link is in the Asian Zoom links channel. We will be doing a lecture on OTE. OG throwback OTE. I'll see the Asian assassins tomorrow at 11. This Sunday is the first Sunday Q&A. My Ace Boone Coon, my brother from another mother. You know what I'm saying? We got some stuff. We got some stuff going on for him. So I may have to reschedule the Q&A until Monday. I will let y'all know. I may have to reschedule because there's something that came up last minute. His wife hit me up and was like, hey, this is what we doing. And I was like, oh, you know I'm there. So I may have to reschedule the Q&A for Monday, but I will let you all know. I will let you all know if I will. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna say now, right now I'm rescheduling it to Monday at 7. I'm rescheduling it to Monday at 7 for the first Sunday Q&A. I'm rescheduling it to Monday at 7. And if something changes where we're done before 7, then I'll send out the bat signal and say, hey, we're going to do the Q&A tonight, right? On Sunday. But if not, right now, just look, we rescheduling it to Monday at 7 because I'm thinking it's going to be like an all night thing. All right. If no one has nothing else, we're going to call it there. Anything? Zoom watchers, y'all got anything? Going once? Going twice? Aunts, ties, feet times a matey. All right. We ain't got nothing. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me, man. Until the next time I decide to get on Al Gore's internet and share my thoughts on this thing that they call price action. Remember, it's your boy, Timothy Rogers Sr., a.k.a. Aranya Grande. That's just a big spot if you don't have a lowest man. Yo, y'all be safe out here these trading streets, man.